Hey everybody, welcome to another Bite-Sized Branding where we cover off a subject about branding in 5 minutes or less. My name is Bernard from Lucidity.
My name's Grant Tom. I'm a head fire starter. Not only do I love branding, I love building businesses.
Awesome. Today we're going to talk about a subject that is actually quite close to my heart. I did start up my business quite a while ago now. In the last 4 or 5 years, we've revolutionized that business and created a new business through a partnership. So we wanted to share some of our insights in how do you budget to build a business.
So right now, I think, Bernard, you're talking about clients where they talking that we need a budget or we're out of the budget to get work done. Am I correct?
Yeah, so everything from getting your mindset in the right place when you're first starting up to push that first campaign out of your real business so you can get it to grow and keep growing.
Well, let's hit the clock. Let's solve this problem.
Start it. Cool. Well, look, I think I'll start off just come from a startup perspective. I think one really big thing that people need to get together is there's so many components to starting up a business. And if you're still working full time or you're trying to put together your budget to start up a business, there are a lot of things to take into account. And the things that I think you should look into are getting your legals, your documentation, your operations set up and implemented correctly. And make sure that you have enough budget in there to put your business on market correctly. So look at your branding, your marketing, your communications, your messaging, your brand positioning. Because with the two of them together, operations humming and the brand humming, now you have a business that is tailored towards success. You have the foundations of what can get you to hit the ground running.
Well, let's talk about budget for a second. So, Bernard, are you good at saving?
I think so. I think I am.
Well, that's mainly it, right? If you've got saving facilities and you've got money saved, you can go do something. It's when your account is empty that you can't do anything. And that's why businesses create budgets, because at the end of the day, it's a bit of forward planning and it's a little bit of a control. So what they do is they forecast for the year what kind of growth they want. They work out how much money they're going to need. They put that money aside. It can't be touched, and that's how it's got to work. You get two scenarios. One, you get people who say, my budget's finished and I can't do any more for the year. I've used up every single dollar and cent. Mm-hmm. Or you find that I've still got money left over. If I don't use it, I'm going to lose it. So therefore, I better start putting something together. So those are the two scenarios. Yeah. So the whole point of a budget is a saving or savings account with a view to facilitate, to create leverage and platforms with a view to grow and elevate the business growth.
Yeah, look, I agree with that. I think sometimes people get a little too excitable and they jump too quickly and then they just siphon out all the finances in the business. And then they're clamoring like, oh, how can I keep things going? I need to do another campaign. Who can do me a campaign for free, please, somebody? So what we do in our business is we budget a percentage. And we find that to be a more effective way of doing it. So then as we grow, we can also invest more back into the business. A lot of people do set budgets on a dead end number, and we find that to limit the potential of what you can achieve in a year, because it's not based on the growth that you've succeeded with as a business. It's based on a set figure that you have pulled out of maybe last year's financial.
You must understand, when you're a small business, you can do that little escalation and put things in and whatever. When you're a bigger business, it's very hard, because at the end of the day, you can't just grow economically. There is an accountant that's put that money aside for that very valid reason. So therefore, it comes down to, have you put the right amount of money into the budget to do what you need to do? And 9 times out of 10, that's where businesses fail, because they underestimate the value of what things cost, and they just presume that with this amount of money, it should be more than enough, and that's what hurts the business.
Yeah, true. We kind of hold a number to be true, is that from a marketing perspective, if you're not putting between 12 and 15% of the revenue that comes into the business or the profits that come into the business assigned to your marketing budget, then you're probably already underestimating the amount of investment you need to put into your marketing. And the reason for that is that is what's going to give you the greatest opportunity for growth. So if you measure what you did last year and then you partition away that 12 to 15%, that's where you're going to set a pretty decent budget for the investment you need to accelerate your growth in the year to come.
Look, it's different for different products and different services. You know, if you've got a high margin, then fine, that's pretty good. When you find you've got a bit of a lean margin, it's a bit tough, but then at the same time, maybe you've got more volume. So there's multiple ways of coming around to where that percentage number is. I think at the end of the day, a true test is to work out what do things really cost your company in order to get that message or communication out. And I think that's something key. I think what's happened in social media is that storytelling has become what they call maybe cost effective. But at the end of the day, you've got to do more of it. So therefore, it's not necessarily cost effective. But how creative can you be in your business? And your campaign is where budgets need to allow for you to be experiential to that of your value, your education, and the value that you bring, as well as the product service.
Yeah, I really, really like that point that you just highlighted there. A lot of businesses don't leave any room for experimentation.
No.
And then you're just investing on assumption. You're like,
you just do what you did last year.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I didn't even notice the time passed by on that one. I got so into the rhythm of the conversation. But let's just wrap that baby up. I think that last point you made right there is spot on. A lot of people don't put in enough room to experiment. That you need to be able to test things. You need to be able to trial something. You need to be able to push a barrier a little bit. If you only do the bare minimum and the expected, then you'll only get the bare minimum and expected in
100%. And I think if you want, it's very tough out there. It's very noisy out there. If you want to stand out, well, then you've got to experiment, because you know what? Your customer will only gravitate towards you if you edutain them as to the value that you bring.
Yep, edutainment. We should do a video on that one.
I think we should do a video on that one. Yeah,
I love that. Awesome, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please join us for the rest of our video content. Send in your comments, your feedback, and your questions. We're looking forward to hearing from you guys and putting together more videos to answer your questions.
Guys, thank you very much. I think what you need to do is step back, take a note of what you'd really like the business to do. Look at the budgets. You might not achieve it this year, but work towards what you really want to do and make sure that there's margin in every deal that you put forward.
Awesome. Solid advice. See you later, everyone.
Don't forget to write. Bye.
All right.